Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're in House Flipper and I want to purchase a new house. One of the ones from the HGTV expansion pack, the Accountant's House. It's the blue single-storey building with the pillars out the front of it. And it costs £125,000. It's a one-storey house from the 80s for light renovation, fully equipped. Ooh, that looks a bit grungy. No, oh golly, now that really, it's they say for light renovation, which means structurally it's fine, but it looks really gross and nasty on the inside, doesn't it? So yes, it's got a very big plot of garden though, so there's an awful lot of scope for what you can do with it, isn't there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick tour of the house as it stands when it first comes, and then off camera I'm going to go around, do some renovation, make it look pretty, and then I'm going to bring you back for a nice tour and let you see what I've chosen to do with it. So it's got a great big garden in the back, but it's also got quite a lot of space in the front as well. You can see the sea from the front, so you can see the house is very close to the front, but it doesn't have actual sea views from the house itself, not unless you stand right next to the front fence. But I do quite like this style of this with the little pillars and the little porch on the front, so you could have space for some tables and chairs or a bench or something to sit outside. And when it's cleaned up, the blue's probably going to look quite nice, so we might not need to paint it. So let's go inside. You come straight into the lounge area, which is definitely not looking its best. I do kind of like these old style chandelier things. I don't think there's anything very similar to that in the game. Don't know if we can rescue those. Maybe we'll give them a clean and see if they can be rescued, but I don't think any of this furniture can. But this style of furniture though is quite beachy, isn't it? So something similar to that might work. But yes, you can see, look, the very old style of everything here, so we're probably going to sell everything. If you look here, look, they've put lots of carpets together in a big area, so that's quite a nice idea. Oh, look, they've got a beautiful piano. Oh, it's not going to come clean, is it? No, the poor thing is looking very sad. Oh, it would be a shame to get rid of that, but I don't know if we can incorporate it looking in such a sorry state. Right, let's have a quick look at the rest of it. They've gone for this green and red, very dated look, haven't they? So the whole house is very much in keeping with I'm hesitant to say it, but I think kind of a 50s vibe with the colours and styles and everything. Yeah, everything's just so grubby, it's just going to need a really good clean and then replace everything, I think. Oh, bright orange. Oh, that's not good. Definitely not its best, so definitely need to do a lot of work. So that, I think, it'll be the master bedroom. Small office space. Really hard to get into the room. Really hard to fit. Let's get that out of the room so that we can actually get into the room. Now, from the renovation work that we did, there's a basement through here, and when we came here and did the actual job, when we had to knock down this wall because there was a basement hidden underneath, so there we go. The basement is definitely hidden down here, so one more. I think one more, yeah, just this one more here, like so. Let's get rid of that in the middle here. Another whack, and one more whack right here, and then we can have a quick look in the basement area. Lots and lots of junk down here, but it does give us a nice big space to work with down here. And then if this is the back door, yeah, this is the back door, so it is a one bedroom place again, but look at the size of the space that we've got out the back as well. Lots and lots of space, so someone who loves gardening would really like a house like this. So it's going to need quite a lot of tender loving care. There we go, that's the final room, is the bathroom, again with this sort of orange strange style, but it's got quite a lot of space. Look, it's got double sinks, enough space for a big bath. So it's got a lot of potential, so we'll have to give it some love and see what we come up with, and I'll be back to give you that tour. And here we're back at the accountant's house now that we've completed the interior of the house. In the front garden I've just given everything a nice mow to keep it all neat so that it's ready for the new occupiers to come in and do whatever they want with the place. As you come in through the front door, we've got a beautiful lounging living room area which opens up into the dining room and the kitchen. So in the lounge area we've got two bookcases over here on this wall with that beautiful sunflower picture. We've got everything in neutral shades, so we've got creams and various shades of browns throughout most of the house to kind of keep a natural theme throughout the building. We've got this beautiful leather three-piece here, and we've got the neutral shade of carpet with this like thorn pattern wending throughout it, and lots of natural woods in the build. And over here again we've used the yellow tones in the two pictures to tie them together. Over here we've got the photograph. It's much more like a photograph, isn't it, this one? This is the photograph of the autumn trees, so you've got that beautiful yellow matching the painting and the yellow of the sunflowers over here. For the window treatment I've gone for the long brown curtains, and we've added quite a lot of foliage around through the windows in the pots and things, and we've kept that kind of neutral tone. So we've got the orange splash through the leaves of this plant, look, and then we've got yellow in the flowers and in the pot over here, and we've gone for a gold theme at the top of this pot for this ivy, and a little bit of extra storage here where we've got the plant. And then as we come around the windows, we've kept the planter theme here. We've got the same yellow pot that we've got over here in this window, and this leads us into the dining room area. We've got the gold pot over here again, which matches the one over there that we've got the ivy in, and over here we've got a flowering plant with the cream flowers. We've kept the natural wood theme here with the dining room area, and we've got a couple of bowls of fruit on the table so that there's always a snack around if anyone needs one, and it's a healthy snack. Got a little splash of red colour to be brought here into the build. That's a little bit of a contrast with all of the neutral and wood shades that we've gone with everywhere else. And I've got this little carpet here. Again, it's got some little tiny bits of red and more pinky colours matching into the more neutral brown, so it kind of ties both sides of the room together. There's a little bit of green here which of course matches the plant foliage and this big pot over here. So this is the dining room area, and I've also got one of these dining cabinets here to display your beautiful pieces of pottery once you move into the house, and that gives you that storage space for your special china that you want to pull out for special occasions, and it's right there in your dining room area, and it's all open plan across here like so. Okay, let's grab as a screenshot for the thumbnail, and let's do it from over here so that you can see the whole of this open area across here. And then off the side here we have our kitchen. Again, we've kept the brown natural shades, and as you can see the flooring runs all the way throughout this whole entire section. We've put in a little bit of seating here, so if you're busy cooking and you want to be talking to the chef, or the chef's just got a few minutes to sit and wait for things to be cooked, then you can just plonk yourself down and have a little relax here. So the oven is over here, further away from where everybody's going to be sat, so that it's not going to heat the room up as much over there when it's hot weather. And then the sink, of course, is underneath the window, just so that you can look outside while you're washing your pots. And we've got some herbs and a pot on the windowsill. And here, so it's safer in the kitchen, we've got a blind in the same colour as we've used for the window hangings over the rest of the room to keep that colour all tied together. And the brown from the drapes is as close as I can match to the countertops that we've used in the kitchen, and then we've used the paler wood as a contrast, and that paler wood ties in to the coffee table that we've got over there in the living room area. And then just on the access points down into the back garden, we've got somewhere to hang your coats and keep your shoes. And we've tucked the fridge away here because unfortunately there's not a lot of tall space on the walls in the kitchen area where it would be convenient to keep the fridge. So I've tucked it away here by the back door. And then this of course leads out into your back garden, and all I've done is I've just mowed everything so that you've got a blank canvas for the people that purchase the house. So that we've not done a lot with the garden here, we've just made it neat and tidy so that the people who buy the house can make it into their own image. So we've got 3 doors coming off of this main open living area. The first one of course is the bathroom. Just tucked in behind the door we've got a nice trash bin, one of those pedal bins. We've kept the cream tiles with the accents of brown around them to tie that again throughout the entire house with those natural colours, and we've used this natural light brown and beige tiling, which I think is quite a lovely little pattern, this on the flooring. So it's kind of like flowers in this centre section, and the natural colours match everything else that we've put into the rest of the build. We've added a towel radiator, and we've got some towels scattered around the room, one there by the bath and one by the sink. We've got 2 sinks so that the couple can both be there doing their morning ablutions together. They've both got mirrors to check things. We've got one of these autumn tree pictures again to tie everything together. We've got the wicker basket in the beige colour here for your dirty laundry, and we've got a bathtub because that's just nice to be able to soak and relax. Can see this as an entirely relaxing house. And again on the windowsill we've got some little yellow pots, this time with cacti, which I'm quite happy in the more humid area of the bathroom. And we've got a blind obviously on the bathroom window to give you that extra added privacy. So that is our bathroom. Ta-da! And we've kept those neutral beiges going throughout the house. And then we've got 2 more doors over here. We have our office space here. We've got a nice little bit of seating, and we've changed the colouring in here. I've kind of made it a masculine office. Got a nice sort of modern yet natural, because of the wood, clock on the wall. We've got a nice little desk. It's not a huge room for an office, but we can make it work because we've used quite a small desk. Just one set of shelves for storage. You've got your whiteboard to be able to make some notes. We've used the different various shades of blues. We've got the dark, more masculine, solid blue on this wall, brighter colours across here, and then the sofa, the rug and the blinds all kind of tie that sort of slight navy colour together. And through here we've got access to the hidden room, and I've used this as a black and white colour scheme. Sadly we can't paint along this little lip of the brick. I'm not quite sure why it won't let us. I think it's because it classes that as wall, as edges of floor rather than as wall, so it just won't let you paint. But right here at the top of these stairs was actually a wall, so the whole of the basement is hidden in the accountant's house. So do make sure that you notice that that's there when you're doing this particular house. Ooh, that was a little bit weird there, coming down the stairs. I think it was trying to save as I was trying to walk, so it went a little odd. I've used a sideboard here so that you've got space to add knickknacks, keep documents and things hidden away, extra toys, shelf space. And here it's kind of a bit of a man cave, so we've got the 50s girly type posters, so they're a bit art deco type posters from like the 50s, and a bat clock. I mean, what guy doesn't like Batman? Come on, everybody likes superheroes, don't they? And we've got the brown chairs again, though, which these are actually in the basement when you find it, so I decided to keep them because I think they kind of fit the vibe here. So it's kind of like you use the old furniture that you would have originally had upstairs and brought it down here when you decided to get new ones upstairs. So we've got a billiard table, we've got foosball, and we've got some guitars. I've just used all the manly stuff to kind of make it a little bit of a man cave off the office, so this is kind of the getaway space. Or if you've got a family, this could also be the family room, because kids are going to love the foosball, and when the adults are around, the kids will be playing the foosball probably, and the or table football, and then the adults might be playing the billiards or something, just to keep everybody occupied. And of course, if you want to be practicing your guitar, if you do it in the basement, hopefully it won't be quite so loud for everybody upstairs. So this is our basement area, which just leaves us with one room, which of course is going to be the bedroom. So again, we've kept the beige and browns, this natural colouring. We've got this like soft Hessian type flooring, and then the nice gentle relaxing browns on the walls. So we've got this feature wall with the bed attached to it and the running horse feet painting. So, and we've used the beige carpet here, and we've used a beige chair. This is that same thorn pattern that we have in the rug in the living room. So you can see that the furniture throughout the house all kind of ties together, and we've got a soft brown painting over here on this wall, and then we've got the feature wallpaper turning around this corner as well, and that's your access point behind the this wall hides the office space here. And then we've got our wardrobe tucked in here. We've used the brown curtains again that tie it through the entire house. I've got a little bit of sculpture with the gold on it to tie that into the room. We've got one of these brown boxes using the same sort of colour as we've got on the windows. And then the bed and everything, I think, just fits quite nicely together. And then of course we've got a mirror on the slightly more old-fashioned furniture in the bedroom, and the two match, you see, with the colours and the styles of the wood and everything. And I just think the whole thing fits quite nicely together. You've got that slightly antique-y look with the pieces of furniture, wooden furniture over here in this corner. So that is the bedroom, and that completes the tour of the accountant's house when I've gone through and done it the way that I felt that it would look really cool. So I hope that this has given you some inspiration for your own work when you come to doing the accountant's house. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and it's time to sell. Let's see what the people think of it. So we're not going to put it into the garden competition because we haven't attempted to do the garden very much, and we haven't gone for a theme for the garden. We've just cut it all and made it neat. So who is going to be the winner? The winner is the Jantart family, which makes a lot of sense because I've put it in that neutral tone. I've made it all open plan. We've only got one bedroom, and it kind of would fit that as a couple, maybe a slightly more retired couple, because we've got some pieces of slightly antique furniture. And then with the games room downstairs, they could have their family over and they'd have a place to entertain them and keep everything lovely. So the comment there is that there is a lovely living room in this house. There is indeed. It's a huge, open, beautiful plan area. There are too many rooms. It's a little bit bigger perhaps than they would want as they're retiring and downsizing, but it's a great house to entertain the rest of your family. So the winners are the Jantart family with a profit of £9,360. So let's sell our house and see the before and after pictures. I do like the open lounge space. There's lots of space for you to do lots of things in that big open living area, isn't there? I think that's going to be quite a nice one for people to put their own stamp onto it. And that is the accountant's house, the way that Kitty decided to do it. So hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
From Suffocating 99, goodbye and happy game!